Inside each of our cells, a quiet but essential team works tirelessly to clean up, repair, and recycle. Among them is a mysterious and powerful process called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. Don't let the name scare you. Autophagy is one of the smartest systems our bodies have. Think of it like the cell's recycling station or janitorial service. When parts of the cell get old, damaged, or just no longer useful, like broken down mitochondria or misfolded proteins, autophagy steps in. It wraps these faulty parts up, breaks them down, and turns them into usable building blocks for the cell to grow and repair. Without autophagy, our cells would be like factories that never get cleaned, cluttered, chaotic, and eventually dysfunctional. And when cells go unchecked for too long, diseases like cancer can begin to grow. When autophagy is a hero, stopping cancer before it starts. At the beginning of cancer's story, autophagy is a guardian angel. It helps remove toxic materials, controls inflammation, and protects the cell's DNA by getting rid of harmful molecules and malfunctioning organelles that generate damaging reactive oxygen species, ROS. Scientists have found that when autophagy-related genes like BCN1 or ATG5 are missing or not working properly, the risk of developing cancers like breast, colon, or liver cancer increases. It's like the security guards are off duty giving troublemakers free access. When autophagy switches sides, helping cancer cells survive. But every good story has a twist. Once a tumor forms, autophagy can change roles from protector to enabler. Cancer cells often live in harsh environments with little oxygen or nutrients. In those conditions, autophagy helps them survive by recycling their own components to make energy and repair damage. Even more surprisingly, some cancer cells use autophagy to hide from treatments. They go into a sort of sleep mode where they stop dividing, avoid destruction, and wait until the coast is clear. This may explain why some cancers come back even after treatment seems successful. The conversations between cancer cells and autophagy. Autophagy doesn't just act inside individual cancer cells, it also affects how they interact with their surroundings. Cancer cells can release tiny bubbles called exosomes, which are often created through autophagy. These exosomes send messages to nearby cells, encouraging them to support cancer growth and spread. Autophagy also plays a role in helping cancer cells transform into more mobile and invasive versions of themselves through a process known as epithelial mesenchymal transition, EMT. This transformation makes it easier for cancer to migrate to other parts of the body. So, how do we deal with this double agent? Researchers are developing clever strategies to either activate autophagy, to push cancer cells over the edge into self-destruction, or inhibit it, so cancer cells lose their survival advantage. In some cases, combining chemotherapy with drugs that block autophagy, like chloroquine, has been shown to make treatments more effective and reduce the risk of cancer spreading. In others, scientists are using natural compounds or nanoparticles to precisely turn autophagy on or off, depending on the situation. Autophagy is not simply good or bad. It's a survival mechanism, a recycling system, and sometimes a traitor. In cancer, its role depends on the timing, the cell type, and the environment. As scientists continue to unravel its complex story, one thing becomes clear: understanding and controlling autophagy might be one of our best chances at fighting cancer more effectively. So the next time you hear the word autophagy, don't just think of cells eating themselves. Think of it as a finely tuned balance between cleansing and chaos, protection and risk, and ultimately life and death.